Hi everyone, this is Smruti. Welcome to QA automation classes. And in the last class, we have already seen what are the how you can push your code to the remote repository. We have created a remote repository in Git, and we started pushing our project or whatever the code we are writing into the GitHub, right? So but today we are going to look into the new chapter, that is locators in the Selenium, right? So what are the different types of the locators we have in the Selenium, right? In Selenium 2.x, what are the different locators we had, and then in Selenium 3.x and 4.x, what are the different types of the locators we have. Okay, so we'll look into that, and then we'll see just one sample problem, and we'll sample program, and we'll just try to understand what exactly is this find element, and what is this by class, and all everything. We'll look into that. Okay, so let's get started, guys. So now let's go to whiteboard. Okay, so in Selenium 2.x, okay, so I'll say this is Selenium 2.x and 3.x. okay, so these are the locators, right? Four locators, like 8 locators are there. One is the ID, then name, then XPath, then CSS, then we have link text, then partial link text, tag name, and class name. So these 8 locators were available in Selenium 2.x and Selenium 3.x. okay, but in Selenium 4.x, okay, there are few more locators are there. Okay, so what are those locators? So now if you see here, I can write them down. So we have above, okay, below, and near, to right of, and to left of, right? And then to left of. Okay, so if you see, these are nothing but the to right of, right? Okay, to right of and to left of. Okay, so if you see these five are nothing but the locators. Okay, these are called as the relative locators. Okay, in Selenium 4.x, the locators are called as the relative locators. Okay, let's say bring it down here, and here let's say relative locators. Okay, locators. Okay, so now in Selenium 4.x, we have the 5 relative locators. Okay, if anyone asks you what are the new locators we have in Selenium 4.x, you can say these are the new relative locators we have in Selenium 4.x: above, below, near, to right of, and to left of. Okay, so these are the all together. If you see, these are 8 and these are 5. All together 13 locators are there as of now in Selenium 4.x. okay, and I'll teach you guys how to serve the API. Okay, whatever the code we are going to write, you should understand from where it is coming, how those documentations are maintained, right? So everything is maintained in that Selenium API, let's say Java. Okay, so now if you see, this is their official website, selenium.dev, and here you can see Java, right? So if you open this one, you see this is nothing but the API, right? And this API, what it does, it contains all the definition of the, like, all the classes, all the methods, all the interfaces, all the abstract classes, everything you can find it from here. Okay, so we'll go through this whenever we'll go through the new concept. We'll come here and we'll see what are the classes or interfaces, what are the methods are available, what is the return type of the each method. We'll see. Okay, so now we'll just write a sample program today to see something on the Google page. We'll just go to the Google page and verify if some search bar or something is displayed or not, right? So let me open the browser, go to Google. Let's say inspect. Okay, so now some class is there, right? So we can use this class, or ID or something is there. Let's see, class is there, ID is also there. Okay, so if you have seen here, we have the ID, and class name is also there, right? These are the direct locators we can use also, right? So or you can use the XPath also, right? So let's write XPath for this one. ID is this one, right? Copy. I'll teach you how to write the XPath also. It is very easy. Okay, so double slash, if you see here, what is the starting? This is the text area, right? So the tag is text area. Let's say text area. Okay, and we are identifying through the id is there, class is there, we can say at the rate id equals to, okay, this is what I have already copied. This is nothing but the id, right? If you see apj fqb, okay, so now if you see, it is selecting one of one. This is nothing but this highlighted part. Okay, if you see, it is showing this highlighted area, right? So now we have our XPath ready. Okay, you can use XPath or anything you can use, but let's see, let's create another one program. Okay, and in IntelliJ, let's say locator demo or introduction, something we can say locator introduction. Okay, creating a class. So now main method, okay, so main method. So now what exactly we're going to do? So first we need to instantiate the driver. Okay, I can copy the code from here because these things are almost same. Let's copy and we'll update over there. Okay, so now we'll go to the open the Chrome driver. We'll create the object of the Chrome driver, and then driver.get google.com. Okay, then driver.find. Okay, instead of printing the title, we can print title. Okay, so now let's say driver dot find element. Okay, find element, and then let's say by dot, I'm using the XPath. Okay, so let's say XPath. So that XPath within the double quote, we can copy it over here. Okay, if you know, we have designed this XPath, right? So copy and then just put it over here. Okay, so okay, we got this thing, but what to do? Driver.find element by XPath, what it is going to return, right? So if you see, the find element is going to return you a web element, right? Or .openqa.selenium.web element. Okay, so now we have to store it, right? Equals to, how to store? This is the web element. Okay, you can say web element, and you can say the name of the element is nothing but the search bar. Okay, so I can say search bar equals to this much, and then if I want to see if it is displayed or not, right? So we can say SOP, right? S out. Okay, is, let's say, search bar displayed. Okay, sorry, it's a double quote. Okay, so let's say search bar displayed. Okay, I'll just put a question like this, and here with plus symbol I'll say search bar. There is a method called is displayed. Okay, we'll go through everything. Okay, don't worry. So displayed. Okay, it will say either true or false or whatever. Okay, so now then after that driver.quit. Okay, so now let's run it and see what is happening. Sorry, this is open URL. Okay, let me stop this one. Okay, let's close this one. Okay, fine. So locator introduction. Okay, so now right click and run locator introduction. Right? So it started running. Okay, Chrome driver got instantiated, went to Google, navigated to Google, and then it printed the title and is search bar displayed. true. It is showing as the true, right? If you see here, this is nothing but showing as the true. Okay, understand. Let's understand what exactly is this by, right? So if you go and hover over on this by, okay, so it will show you a pop-up, and if you go there and click on it here and click on jump to source, you can see the class definition of the by. So here it is basically the public abstract class by. So it is an abstract class, and it has the different methods, right? So by id, by link text, by partial link text, by name, by tag name, by XPath. These are all the locators techniques, right? By class name, by CSS selector, right? These are all nothing but all those locator techniques that has been defined in the abstract class by. Okay, so apart from that, there are few other methods are also defined. You can go through it and see it. Okay, so even there are few methods like boolean, equals to, and everything. You can see it here, or otherwise you can do the API surfing. So how to do API surfing? So you can open browser. Okay, so let's go Selenium API Java. Okay, so basically same thing. You can look to the ID, or you can go here. So you can say by. Okay, so org.openqa.selenium.by. Click on this one. So class by. Okay, so here public after class by extends subject. Okay, and here you can see basically all those locators. Okay, so these are the different static classes by class name, by CSS selector, by ID. These are also different static classes are present there, right? And constructor is by, and these are the method, right? So these are the ones what we saw in the IntelliJ. Okay, equals list of find elements, right? Find element, these are all applicable to the by class. Okay, so if you want to see, like, let's say find a particular method and see what it does. Okay, so now let's see here, let's say partial link test. So public static by, so it's a static method. So return type is by, partial link text is the name, and here it takes a string argument. Okay, and it returns a by, right? So this is how you have to interpret. Okay, so what is the return type? See, the parameter is a partial link text, the partial text to match against, so it's basically a text name, right? So you give it, and then it returns a by, right, which locates the element that contains the given link text. Okay, and here if you see in our program, right, so first what we are doing, we are first identifying, right? After identifying the web element, we are storing that into one web element, and then with that web element we are doing some operation like search bar dot is displayed. Okay, so instead of doing this in the two lines, we can do in a one line. Okay, so how to do that? So I can comment out these two lines and let me see. So let's first identify this web element, driver dot find element by XPath. Okay, this one dot, I'll say is displayed. Okay, so is displayed, and I'll do everything inside is out. Okay, let's say it's out. Okay, let me copy and put. So I can put it over here, system.out.println. So just close the parenthesis over here. Okay, so now these two line I can comment it out. So now whatever these two lines we are doing, I am doing that in one line. Okay, if you want to have some text, you can have, right, is search bar displayed, I can have this one. Let's have this one. Okay, so is search bar displayed, let's put it over here and then give a plus. Okay, so now let's run and see. Locator introduction, now run. Let's see. Let's wait for it to finish the building. So in the meantime, I'll show you the API something a little bit. Let's say you want to understand find element method. Okay, so let's say find element. Okay, so now you have to say from where you want to see. I want to see the WebDriver find element. Okay, so now go to the WebDriver.find element. So it will show you. So this is which class? If you see interface WebDriver, right? So now inside the interface WebDriver, we have find element here. So this is find elements, and here find element. Okay, so web element, it returns a web element, right? So this is the return type of the find element is web element. Okay, so it started execution. Let's see. Okay, fine. And if you see here, it will say what is the parameter it takes a by parameter, right? Find element like by locating mechanism to use, right? So whatever locator you want to pass, you have to by XPath or CSS, whatever those 8 attributes are there, you can use. Returns for the first matching element and the current page. Let's say you have you are finding by ID. Let's say ID is 1 to 3. With that ID there are two elements, so then it is going to identify two web element, but the find element method is going to identify only one, the first web element. That's what they're saying, the first matching element and the current page it will find. If you want to see like find the multiple web element, you need to use the find elements. Okay, and it will return a list of web element. Here it is just a web element, here it is a list of web element. Okay, so and here if you see, so Google is search where displayed true. Okay, so our code also compiled and it also executed properly, right? You can combine these two lines into a single line like this. Okay, so in which case you will do like this. Okay, so let's say you don't need this web element in doing some further activity, right? So it's just a one-time event, you just want to capture and show it. Okay, so like this you can do. But if you want to it is efficient, it is memory efficient, and it takes less time also, right? So let's say you want to use it multiple times in the upcoming steps or further scripts. Okay, in that time better you define it and then keep using it. Okay, otherwise every time it will go and do the search and find the web element by XPath. So this is a time consuming process, it takes some time, right, to identify a particular web element. So when someone says my script is not doing good, my script is not running faster, then these are the kind of things you should look out for, right? So if the user is every time doing a find element, getting the element every time, reading the element, these are the what you can say best practices what you can follow. So if multiple times we are using some object, so better to load it once, define it once, and find it once, and then store it inside a web element and keep using that web element, right? You don't have to every time look for the same web element. Okay, and I'll push this code to the GitHub, guys, so you can go to the GitHub and get this code. Okay, thank you everyone, bye bye.